I'm very funny, and then people usually laugh a lot about the way I sound, like the way I say things, my accent. So yeah, hopefully I will be the entertainment card. I'm gonna be bringing a lot of sass, a lot of spunk, a lot of charm. I'm a very charming person. I can manipulate situations for my advantage. I'm gonna be able to use my physical abilities, and I am highly adaptive. I adapt, easily. I think I'm gonna be a strong competitor. I hope so, knock on wood.
If the game overwhelms her, or if she feels like they should take care of her, they'll be done with her so fast because she's not that charming. And that's my question with Abby. Is she going to truly invest? If so, and she makes it deep, she could do really well.
Every season of Survivor is a story. There are main characters, sidekicks, comic reliefs, and villains. A good season of Survivor tells a compelling story with characters you love and characters you hate, in hopes that it all ends in a satisfying conclusion. Each story that we look at together will go through one character's journey from beginning to end, while analyzing every character moment and strategic move to determine whether they were a hero or a villain and whether they were a good or bad strategist. And with that, welcome to Once Upon an Island. Now, for reference, we are only observing what the TV show is showing us and what stories being told through the show. No future seasons will be mentioned, and I will be including secret scenes and behind the scenes footage to flesh out the story being told, and all character moments and strategic moves are interpreted with the mindset of what the story is trying to tell us. Now at that,
39 days, 18 people, 1 survivor.
Season 25 of Survivor sees them in the Philippines for the first time ever, and what a welcome change of pace this is after not having been to a new location in 4 seasons. Abi-Maria Gomes, a 32-year-old business student from Los Angeles, California, is on the Yellow Tan Dang tribe, and in a twist, 3 returning players are here. Michael Scoopin, who fell in the fire in Season 2, Jonathan Penner, who got a knee infection in Season 16, and Russell Swan, who almost died in a challenge in Season 19. Scoopin lands on the Yellow Tan Dang tribe, and man, that sucks. I mean, he sucked hard in Season 2 of Survivor, seemingly being crazed and a bit narcissistic. His tribe didn't like him in that season until he fell in the fire. But everyone remembers the fire. No one really remembers the prior 5 episodes when people are like, yeah, Scoopin, he kind of sucks. Anyways, Abi-Maria immediately connects with someone who is not Scoopin.
I definitely clicked with certain people. Like, Abby is fantastic, and I trust her. I know you're not supposed to trust anybody in this game, but you have to trust someone at a certain time.
I'm just so happy that you're on the same side with me.
I was telling everyone that you're the sexy librarian. But you and I think for sure,
definitely.
We could win together. I came to the United States about 12 years ago. I have a very strong Brazilian accent. Hopefully I can use it as a flirtatious tool. Maybe my ass is too big. Yeah, I think it is. My big Brazilian booty.
Okay, good stuff. Right out of the gate, she seemingly has a number 2 and is liked. This is good. We even see her, RC, and Pete make an alliance, while Lisa is the oddball introvert who's on the outs on their tribe. Heck, Abi-Maria and Lisa then win them immunity. And what an amazing positive start for our Brazilian queen. Absolutely nothing will go wrong, and this episode reflects perfectly how well her story will play out. Do you want to tell me what videos I should make? Well, the patrons on Patreon pick 3 videos or more for me to make every month, and you can too. You also get to watch everything I make up to 6 months early and join our Survivor Fantasy League every Survivor season. If you're interested, then there's a link in the description. Thank you for your support. Now with that, episode 2 conveys how it is just raining all of the time, which sucks, of course. But what doesn't suck is that all this rain causes RC to check their rice supply to make sure it's dry and it's not getting moldy. And with that, she finds the clue to the hidden immunity idol, and she shares that with Abi-Maria, her bestie whom she loves and trusts. Things are looking up for Abi-Maria.
I just don't know if I can trust RC all the way because I feel that she's getting a little bit too close to Mike. I catch them whispering a little too much. I catch them switching conversations when I walk in. If she screws me over, That's it. She's that to me.
I like Mike, but the plan is still in effect.
It doesn't matter if you like Mike or not. You're playing the game. You and him go off together, and you're always whispering, and
Yeah, but I feel the same way about you.
but we don't switch conversations when people walk up to us. You and Mike do, and it's obvious.
I wouldn't lie to you. I haven't lied to you, and you have no reason to think that I would lie to you.
I am your friend.
Me too.
But if it's with me, you're done. Seriously, you are done.
Things are looking down for Abi-Maria. What kind of self-sabotage was that? RC is 100% in with her, and paranoia has gotten the best of Abby for seemingly no reason. The story has not at all indicated that Abby is in any sort of position where she could be perceived as right, so it's kind of a what the heck moment. Well, she sits out of the immunity challenge and they win. So, episode 3 comes with a twist. Literally, Abby says, "I have twisted my knee twice." I'm not sure how since she sat out of the challenge, but in bigger news, she says she doesn't trust RC anymore. Yeah, we knew that. So she talks to RC and...
You know, me and Abby really clicked from day one, and we built an alliance together, and I really trust her, and I'm 100% with her. But she is a little bit more hesitant, and her paranoia, I think, is getting the best of her right now.
Just like you don't think that we need to get the idol because we've numbers,
I never
right?
said that.
Let me
You're putting
finish.
words on my mouth, but go ahead.
I'm saying, right, it's pointless.
Okay, so get out of here.
Abby, stop this.
What is? Are you kidding me? It's pointless, so continue then. If you want to finish, so go.
Stop fighting.
I'm
Why
not
are you
fighting. I'm not fighting with you. Don't waste my time.
I mean, this is unnecessary. Why the fighting? I'm getting Russell Hantz vibes here where I feel like I'm gonna be asking, but why? Far too often, you know? It's as if Abby perceives one thing and then her mind is set and she can never be swayed from that thought. I mean, she could be swayed to make the thought worse, but not better, if that makes sense. She is a naturally negative, pessimistic person. She then finds the idol and Pete knows about this. A bit risky to have anyone know. So we shall see if Pete tells others or not. They win immunity again while Abby sits out again due to her knee being twisted twice, she says. And in episode 4, the rain will just not stop. But then Abby, she makes a shocking discovery.
What is that under our bag? I was just staring at the raft where we sleep, and I saw a little piece of paper sticking out. It's the clue that RC and I have safely been guarding. I think she went, got the clue out of where we had buried it, put it in her bag, and I think it fell.
RC didn't do anything. I was the one who put it there. Abby showed me where the clue to the idol was, so I went and got it, put it in my pocket. RC's bag spilled all over the bed. And I was like, and then boom. So all you have to do is just create a little chaos. There was already a wedge between RC and Abby, but now it's concrete. And it all comes from one piece of paper.
Wow, Pete tricked them all and has solidified that there is nothing RC can do to earn back Abby's trust. Remember when these two were best friends? You know, like 5 minutes ago in the video, RC tries talking to Abby to smooth things out and Abby says nope and proceeds to fight with her again. Oh my gosh, I mean, Abby is just so stubborn to the point that I cannot see this going well come the post-merge when she needs to play nice with future jury members. They win immunity again, and yes, they haven't been to tribal once, and Abby's causing this much trouble, and there hasn't even been any backstabbing yet. There has been no reason to turn on each other yet, and Abby's already acting like this. Oh my gosh. By the way, she sits out for a third time of that immunity challenge. Episode 5 sees the Blue Mat Singh tribe dissolve, and Malcolm joins them on Tandang. A good acquisition since he is really good in challenges. They win reward thanks to him, and at the immunity challenge, Abby makes a bold move.
Tandang, you have one extra member. Who are you going to sit out? Abby, I got to ask, of all the challenges we've had, how many of you participated in?
2.
Both tribes working together well. Everybody in on this challenge, except for Abby, sitting out yet again.
Bro, Jeff is annoyed. Back at camp, they are low on rice. Why? Well, on one hand, they haven't voted out anyone and then added Malcolm to their roster, so they're up to 7. But on the other hand, Scoopin eats all the time and doesn't care if the rice is dry. He just eats, he just snacks, he just consumes. This is 100% the same guy we saw in season 2, who ate them out of house and home as well. Pete says Scoopin is utterly useless and the worst returning player of all time. Accurate. But then Abby, Pete, and Artis are painted as this negative trio, with Abby specifically being called a Brazilian bomb who could go off at any moment. Also true. Wow, what a tribe. Abi then sits out of immunity for a 5th time, and Jeff, he's just like, he's over it. But they win, and the next day brings with it the merge. Tandang is a mess, and they are lucky they have never went to tribal one time. But them being up over the Red Calabaw tribe 7-4 is paying off already, as after enjoying their merge feast, the plan is to vote off Penner. No one even utters Abby's name. Carter and Denise then win immunity, and Pete, he isn't done taking advantage of knowing about Abby's idol, as we see him try to trick her in this secret scene.
Too bad I don't like you.
Oh, really? So you don't like me?
Not anymore.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like you a lot more if you gave me your
Yeah, I know, exactly. I knew that you're trying to get to that, you idiot.
Abby has the idol. I don't think there's a chance in hell that she would give it to me.
I love you, but I can't do that. I really do care for you a lot. But it would be just really bad for my image.
You'd be viewed as selfless.
Come on, stupid. Don't even say that.
You'd be
Everybody would be laughing
You're
at
being
me.
selfish right now.
No, I'm not. Come on.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not. Don't even go there. Stop. You're trying to
just
work with
saying.
the wrong person.
I'm just saying, it's a very selfish move you're making.
No, it's not. You know that it
You're looking
isn't.
out for number 1. You should be looking out for number 2. Just saying.
Good thing she didn't fall for it, or that would have been so stupid, and it wouldn't have been a secret scene, it would have just been in the show. But anyways, the plan is to vote off Penner, and at Tribal Council, Abi-Maria unnecessarily brings up how RC betrayed her, and man oh man, why? There's no reason to do it. Why do this in front of everybody? It's all in the past. And at this point, RC is going to make the jury. Why continue to burn a jury member in front of everyone? So they all vote, and
Thank you. You're welcome. This is a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast against Penner will not count. First vote, Penner, does not count. RC, that's 1 vote RC. Jonathan Penner, does not count. Pete, 1 vote Pete. Penner, 3 votes Penner, none of them count. RC, 2 votes RC. John Penner, does not count. Pete, 2 votes Pete. Penner, does not count. RC, 8th person voted out and the first member of our jury. RC. RC, tribe has spoken.
Abi-Maria isn't going to win this, is she? Like, sure, Tandang has the numbers, but can she really win against Pete and Artis in the final 3? That is her alliance, and while they are not well liked, I think she's liked even less than them. Lisa even reiterates to us that no one likes Pete, Artis, and Abby. Okay, which is wild coming from Lisa. You know why? It's because Lisa is like positive all the time. She's trying to be positive all the time, and for her to say something negative about anyone means a lot. So Abby and Pete talk, and
Abby's got a big mouth, and when Abby leaks information, that's very dangerous. So it's like the puppy you have to take care of. So this is what I'm thinking. We have Tang Dang now. Everything's just a free ride. It's home. So I'm thinking we have to get rid of Calabaw.
Okay. I want Jeff gone. I think he's forming an alliance with Lisa,
So do I.
even though you think I am. Maybe
know,
you
I'm
don't
just-
believe me. I think
Why do you always have to do that?
Because you.
It's a bad pit. Actually, like, stuff pisses you off, that pisses me off. Stop that. Abby's kind of immature. She thinks everybody's out to get her, and I wish I could vote her out, but I know if she's in a final 3, she's not getting any votes.
I literally do not understand Abi-Maria, but that is because I am looking at her as a 32-year-old adult and trying to perceive her that way. So let's change the age. Let's say Abby is only 19 years old, and yep, all of a sudden it makes sense. Not that all 19-year-olds act like this or are immature like this, but Abby is super immature and unaware of how she's perceived. From now on, if we look at Abby as a 19-year-old, I think things will make better sense. An immature 19-year-old, but still 19. Looking at her as if she's 32 just feels wrong now. So anyways, Penner wins immunity, saving his own hide again, and the next target is Jeff Kent. We go to Tribal Council where Malcolm reveals he has an idol for free. He just like kind of tells everybody, well, that's nice. But then Abi-Maria does the same thing. Why? Oh yeah, she's only 19 years old. So Jeff Kent is voted off, and the next episode has Penner painting Pete, Artis, and Abby as bullies. What else is new? But Penner isn't long for this game, not if Abi has anything to say about it.
Abby is just a loose cannon. She just thinks she knows so much about the game and so much about people in general. I don't know who told her that, but she needs to shut up.
And hopefully you're not going to be a double agent again, Lisa. You weren't supposed to bring information from our side to them.
Hey,
you don't need to bring that up again. I'm just letting you know.
I know, but I'd like to say something. May I say something?
Anyways, with all of that being said, I understand everything that you're trying to say. I think you're just gullible. I think you're just naive. If that man, Penner, does not win immunity tomorrow, he's going home.
Very interesting how things split up at the challenge today. And my thought was, at least we've got some time. Maybe we can just reevaluate and get solid and be Tandang 5. But then I get back here to the island and Abby was terrible.
Dang, I know Abby's only 19 years old, but she has a lot to learn about saying nice things to people's faces and not mean things. She then calls Scoop annoying and proceeds to accidentally smack a coconut into him. That's a win. I'm calling that a win. Just trust me on this one. No one likes Scoop either, and the less you know about his life after the season, the happier you will be. We then go to Tribal Council where Abby is annoyed at Lisa openly. Dude, all Lisa said is the others show more grace to her than Abby, which leads to...
I hope Tandang has the numbers.
And what would that mean? Who would you not have?
I am not very sure about Lisa at this point.
Incredible. Wow.
Jeff, this is what I have gotten all along, and I've tried to say that actions speak louder than words, and my actions have only been loyal to Tandang, but you know, maybe I need to hear these words and these actions and think about a decision.
First vote. Artis. Penner. Artis. Artis. Penner. Penner. That's 3 votes, Penner. Penner. That's 4 votes, Penner. Artis. We're tied. 10th person voted out and the 3rd member of our jury. Artis. Artis, Travis spoke.
100% Abby cannot win, with her alliance now getting chopped thanks to Scoop and flipping. That's right, Scoop and flipped, not Lisa. Though Abby will blame Lisa. Amazing. Lisa even tells Abby that she doesn't like being called untrustworthy, and Abby goes, yep, okay, whatever, or I don't really care. Dude, Lisa voted with you, what the heck. Her team then wins reward, and with that comes a nice relaxing spa day, a positive thing. That is until Abby gets back to camp and...
It was like the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I felt like I was in the desert and it was like an oasis. It was so amazing. Like, I felt like I was in paradise, literally. I felt like I was a peasant here and then like a fairy just went like, and then it became Cinderella.
Abby has all the social grace of a Mack truck. She has no understanding of how to talk to people.
Not any holding back for her. No social skills. 0.
Maybe what? Me? What's up with me? I heard my name?
No, we didn't say your name.
Oh, okay. Oh, maybe I'm deaf. No, yeah, well, but I'm glad you guys stepped up to the plate because I am done with the kitchen.
Okay.
Why?
Because I've been cooking for 26 days. I'm over it. And I'm leaving soon, so just enjoy my final moments.
Okay, well, we'll continue to feed you during your final moments.
Oh, you guys are great. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You have lost your freaking mind, girl. Part of me just thinks, that's fine. Just let it piss everybody else off. You know what? Your time will come. And I may not get to tell her anything until I'm writing her name down and it's that tribal council that she's finally walking out and I get to say, you know what? Whiners are wieners. You need to go home.
She cannot stop running her mouth. Did you know? Did you know Abby's only 19 years old? We then see how everyone is playing to split their votes on Pete and Abby. If Abby plays her idol, she's safe. Otherwise, she is out on a revote. Hot dang, I am unsure how she will make it to Final Tribal at this rate. Sure, she could be dragged to the end as a goat, but frankly, people are so over living with her that I don't think they're gonna take her there. So we go to Tribal Council where Jeff tries to mediate and help Abby learn why it is that no one likes her, and...
Abby, you didn't grasp that you're seen as unlikable?
I've never had that much hatred towards me, ever.
It's not hatred, it's frustration.
trying to communicate with you. You know, we had come back from Reward Challenge.
I was honest.
Abby,
I was honest. Do you want me to lie about my feelings?
No, can you let me finish for a moment, please? And then you suddenly declared that you were basically on strike.
No, I was done cooking. I was cooking the whole time. It's your turn to do it.
This would be a
I'll
social...
get water and I'll get firewood.
This would be a social cue, Abby, where I'm trying to finish the sentence and you continue to interrupt me.
You are exaggerating. You know exactly what you're doing. You're manipulating how I look in front of everybody.
Okay, I'm done. I can't explain it.
Yeah, you're a psychologist. You know what you're doing.
I'm not a psychologist. I'm a
Or a
therapist.
therapist, whatever you are. You know what you're doing.
If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any votes cast for Abby will not count. First vote, Abby does not count. Abby does not count. Abby does not count. Pete, 1 vote Pete. Peter, 2 votes Pete. Malcolm, we're tied. 2 votes Pete, 2 votes Malcolm, 1 vote left. 11th person voted out, the 4th member of our jury. Pete. Pete, Travis spoken.
She is genuinely so unaware, which is wild. Abi-Maria doesn't appear to be stupid. She's just immature and not at all self-aware, which I know sounds stupid, but it's not that she's stupid, she's just socially inept at Survivor. The next day, she plays the victim card and tries to guilt trip the others, and Denise says Abby is a constant negative force and she needs to go. She doesn't even want to take Abby to the final 3 as a goat. We then get the Survivor auction, which sees Abby pulling a Troyzan and holds her money to buy the advantage, and she spends every bit of her $500 to get it. Okay, let's see if it helps her or not. Back at camp, Abby tells Penner he needs to apologize to her for being mean to her at Tribal, which is wild, considering Penner has been very respectful of Abby. It makes me realize 2 things. One is something you might have already realized. Abby is a massive hypocrite. She wants others to be okay with her being brutally honest and saying whatever it is she feels like it. But then she takes offense at anyone else doing the same thing. And in fact, they're all doing it nicer than she ever has. Which brings me to point number 2. Abby makes for an incredible villain, and I love how much chaos she brings this season.
I'm sorry, but it is really hard not to laugh at some of the things she says.
I'm sorry if I was a bit too honest with some of you.
There's a saying in the Bible that says, don't throw your pearls before swine. I'm not calling Abby a pig, but at some point, if someone's not gonna value your words, then you don't keep giving them to that person.
The more bitter, the more obnoxious, the more toxic Abby is, better for me.
What lesson does Abby take away from everyone trying to be honest with her? Not that she should be nicer, no, but that she should lie. Amazing. She says honesty, it's out the window. Now it is time to lie about everything. She then tells Malcolm that the advance she bought has given her an idol. Now, this is not at all true, but it seems to plant the seed, and Malcolm says Abby is like having an annoying girlfriend you haven't broken up with yet, except he isn't even getting any sex. We then go to the immunity challenge, where everyone learns that the advantage Abby bought is to buy her an advantage in this challenge, but she pretends that the note that she has 2 messages on it, so she rips it up like a Mission Impossible note, trying to get rid of the evidence, and says, oh, I don't want anybody reading the second message. But she's pretending the second message is that it's for an idol. This seems so obvious, right? Like it looks like a lie, but since Abby has been so brutally honest so far, it works, I think. She wins immunity, and we go to Tribal, where everyone votes, and...
Denise. Penner. 2 votes Denise. Jonathan. Denise. Penner. 12th person voted out and the 5th member of our jury. Penner.
Can I have a hug too?
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna hug anybody else.
Penner. Travis spoken.
Keep your sunny side up and suck eggs.
I can't believe Abby's about to survive an episode for free based on a lie about an idol that doesn't exist. Amazing. We then get the Loved Ones Reward Challenge, where she sees her mom, and we learn that Abby's mom does not speak English. And yeah, that's a bit interesting. Malcolm then wins reward and immunity, and back at camp, Abby gets into yet another fight.
We're really considering getting rid of this angry, unsociable Brazilian girl over a really fit athletic guy.
I've made a commitment to her to the Final Four. And so what I'm saying is after the Final Four.
You said, my word is more important to me than $1 million. And right now you're telling me $1 million is more important to me than my word.
Can I ask a favor? Is there any way we can let this conversation rest?
Well, it's
Sure.
easy for you, Denise. You're in the Final Four already.
No, I'm not.
It's
Abby.
very easy for you. You're already there.
Abby, you
are
want to listen.
4 against 2. Don't be hypocritical. You're sitting in a very tight, safe spot. Carter and I are not.
Since the beginning of this game, everyone has wanted Abby gone. Abby is so detrimental to morale and just people's smiles in general. She's like a soul sucker around camp. She's like the Dementors from Harry Potter. Nobody can stand having her around. She's just a drain on camp life.
If people didn't think there was a chance Abby had an idol, she would be gone. Abby even says she has lied so much about the fake idol that at this point, she has convinced herself the idol's real. Honestly, that's unintentionally brilliant. Here's the thing, if you believe you have something, then others will believe it too. That is some next level Survivor gameplay that we have not seen before, at least not conveyed on the show like that. Obviously, I'm not referring to people lying to themselves. I mean, see Coach Wade, he lied to himself about everything, but doing it on purpose to fake others out. So they all go to vote and...
First vote, Carter. Carter. 2 votes, Carter. Abby. Carter. 3 votes, Carter. 13th person voted out, 6th member of our jury. Carter. Carter. Trapper spoken.
Here we are at the final 5, and if Abi-Maria wins immunity, I think she is good. Everyone openly states that they know she doesn't have an idol now, but I think an immunity win could get her into the final 3. Maybe, we'll see. We then see her now working around camp and in a good mood, but it's a little too late, as we see Malcolm and Scoop make fun of her for announcing every little thing she's doing around camp. Yeah, she's just like, I'm going to get wood now, and every little thing, like a child looking for a reward for doing the smallest of tasks. But then Abby plants a lie with Lisa. What lie is she trying to plant this time? Well, she says Malcolm, Denise, and Scoopin have a secret Final 3 deal, and Lisa is going to be cut at Final 4. Is this true? I mean, come on, how would Abby know this? Props for trying, but Lisa sees right through it. Scoopin then wins reward, takes everyone but Abby and Denise, and back at camp, Denise is not happy about this.
It's like the first date with the kid who like pulled your hair all the time in kindergarten or like spit in your lunch, and then suddenly you're on a date and it's like, wow.
Next tribal is my last chance to play my idol.
That's true. She keeps talking about having the hidden immunity idol. None of us believe she has one, not even for a minute. But it's just trying to get through the afternoon and make it as tolerable as it can be. I want to hang myself, gouge my eyes out. If I could have like needles that could just go right into my eardrums, I'd be good for the afternoon.
Denise is a kind and respectful therapist, so like Lisa, her saying that has a lot of weight. Malcolm wins immunity, and back at camp, she tells Scoopin that she is a GOAT, and if he faces Malcolm and Denise in the final 3, he will lose. Whoa, that's dead on. At this moment, Malcolm or Denise will absolutely win come a final 3, but Scoopin does not believe Abby. Scoopin is also delusional in so many ways, but let's stay focused on Abby as we go to tribal council and...
So Abby, you think Denise could win the game if she gets to the end?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Denise or Malcolm. It's gonna be one of the two. Lisa and Scoopin are not winning this game.
Scoopin, what's your reaction to that?
You know, Jeff, it's so many things because
you're an idiot. That's why you're gonna lose $1 million.
Wow. Anyway, Jeff, to finish my thought, what is the reaction? I don't know.
You are a moron.
Unfortunately.
First vote, Denise. Abby. Abby. 2 votes, Abby. 1 vote, Denise. 14th person voted out, the 7th member of our jury, Abby. Abby, the tribe has spoken.
You know, English is not my first language, it's my second language, and sometimes I come off really direct and straight to the point, but that's the type of person that I am too. I don't waste time. I don't beat around the bush. I just say it as it is. Like it or hate me, and I guess it beat me on my big Brazilian ass.
So let's break this down. How is Abi-Maria as a character and as a strategist? I mean, why did Abi-Maria call scooping those names at Tribal? The same reason she did everything else this season. She felt like it. She ran on emotions and immaturity to the point that there was no way she was ever going to win. It is wild to me when rewatching the season to see that premiere episode and see how positively Abi-Maria is portrayed, because that is not how the rest of her story plays out at all. It's like the moment she flips on RC, her story switches. Her story switches from an anti-hero or even a hero to a villain. She is irrational and no one seemed to really like her at all. And that is what the story literally told us time and time and time again ad nauseum. But believe it or not, I think come a Final 3, she would get Pete and Artis's votes. Now, that's not enough to win, but it could have been good enough to get second place. Wow, to think Abi-Maria could have gotten second place. Out of 34 character moments shown on the show, 6 were anti-heroic and 28 were villainous, making Abi-Maria a villain character on Survivor Philippines. And out of 42 strategic moments shown on the show, 18 were smart and 24 were dumb, making Abi-Maria a dumb strategist on Survivor Philippines. Thank you for watching, and doubly thanks for liking and subscribing. I'll see you all next time.